The rain is finally here, our first major storm of the season, hitting San Diego right now, and we have all the best tools and the best team.
Good morning. We have team coverage of the storm. Mary McKenzie, Kalina Estrinos tracking the deadly crash and a slew of other traffic problems that are going on right now. Mimi Alcala is on top of the flooding.
Renee Nelson in the live center. Now we start with meteorologist Megan Perry. This storm is living up to the hype, Megan.
Yeah, a lot of rain right now, and we have a big storm.
10 News This Morning continues right now with breaking news.
Yeah, nerve-wracking night for homeowners near Camp Pendleton because of this growing fire burning right by their homes.
And this is new video showing just how close those flames are to homes right now. There are no mandatory evacuations, though, right now.
That fire erupted just before 6 last night. We just found out in the past hour it has burned at least 700 acres now. Take a look at this map. This will give you an idea of where this is. You can see this is the 5. It is burning east of the 5. This is Cristianitos Road. You've seen this, I'm sure, this exit if you've ever driven the 5 north heading into Orange County. So Camp Pendleton is here, San Clemente is here, and you can see there are houses right here. We have team coverage of this fire. 10 News meteorologist Megan Perry tracking the weather conditions, which are so important in the fight. And reporter Mimi Alcala is live right there where the fire is burning.
But we start with Captain Larry Kurtz on the phone.
The La Jolla Crossroads Apartments where this happened, you can see is not far from the 805 or from La Jolla Village Drive. You can see they're right here, centrally located. Let me give you a better view here. Aerial Google views will show you what this complex looks like. Now you can see the swimming pool here. This is the pool area where this happened. You can see it's surrounded by several buildings where people could see what was happening and hear the shots. Want to show you part of the 911 call log. Look at all of these calls. You can see how many people were calling all at the same time about an active shooter. Let's get to 10 News reporter Mary McKenzie, who's live tracking the investigation from the apartment. Mary, you can see the crime tape behind you. This is still so fresh for people waking up this morning.
People just started screaming and running, a stampede, and saying somebody's shooting, somebody's shooting.
10 News This Morning continues right now here at 6 a.m. We continue to follow the breaking news out of Las Vegas, the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history unfolding overnight.
The sheriff there confirmed a short time ago in the last couple of hours that the number of people killed has gone up to more than 50 after a man in a Mandalay Bay hotel room started shooting at people at an outdoor country music festival. You can hear the rapid fire of those bullets in this video posted on Twitter. It took people a few seconds to figure out what that was. About 10 seconds later, the music stops, and then you start to see the people right there running for cover. About 40 seconds later, that gunfire starts again. We do have team coverage for you on this. Renee Nelson in the 10 News Live Center. We also have 2 reporters covering how this is impacting local officers as well as local flights.
But first, here's what we know overnight in the very latest about the shooting. The sheriff says at least 50 people were killed. And now we know the number of injured is 400 people taken to local hospitals. The sheriff says he believes the suspect killed himself before officers entered his room, and a companion of his that they were looking to question has been found.
Police say the shooter is Stephen Paddock, 64 years old. He lives in Mesquite, Nevada, about 80 miles north of Vegas. They call him a lone wolf attacker. They say he opened fire from here, the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel. And you can see what kind of vantage point that would give him because the concert was happening right over here across the street on the Vegas Strip. One concert goer named Mike is an example of the heroes at work here. He's a retired teacher who was on a birthday trip. He says he rushed to get to his friend, help him after he was shot. He also helped load other victims into ambulances. Now, when we first heard from him, he wasn't wearing a shirt because he used it to help stop somebody's bleeding.
My buddy's like, I just got hit, you know, and got hit 3 times, and then people started diving for the ground, and it just continued, and it was pretty much chaotic.
I am no hero, but there is tons of heroes out there.
Well, he is definitely one of many. Mike's friends, by the way, will be okay, but one of the people he tried to help died in his arms.
So many heroes there helping people, and that's because countless first responders were there attending this concert. And now we know this morning at least 1 off-duty police officer was killed in this shooting.
Now, San Diego police say they had close to 20 off-duty officers at that music festival at the time. 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala joining us live outside SDPD headquarters.
One fire department posting these pictures on Facebook right here. Firefighters, as you see right over here, using full-blown boulder shoulders as a pillow, just to get just a little bit of sleep there. Or take a look at this over here, a random Chase lounge to get just a few minutes of shut-eye for this one firefighter. And another firefighter posting this picture down here, just showing how they're eating. Luckily, a nice community member donated food, and there they all are gathering for just a quick meal around a table. Other firefighters, though, not lucky enough. Down there, you see one of their fire stations is just gone. The Santa Rosa fire station there destroyed by flames.
Don Diego Clock Tower will be unveiled at its new spot at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. This tower has been a landmark at Del Mar ever since it debuted in the 1950s. Look at this old picture of the folks gathering around it. I want to show you a more recent photo. So you see it in all its glory with all the colorful tiles here. This building had to be demolished because it was falling apart for, nearly a decade, but people wanted to save the tower. So here's video of crews relocating it, very carefully lifting it with this crane. You can see the three sides are intact on this 27-foot tower, and they're pulling it up and they're going to unveil it today. Jason and the administrators there say people will still love gathering around it. It's just going to be in a different spot. Panicked brides are frantically trying to find new dresses after the chain Alfred Angelo suddenly shut down. But look at their website. You wouldn't know it by looking at that, right? It doesn't even look like they're closed. The stores in Oceanside and Claremont Mesa are shuttered now. One woman told us she was supposed to have until 8 last night to get her dress, but employees locked up at 5.
As a little girl, I loved Little Mermaid, and they had a Disney special, Walt Disney Edition dresses, and it just so happened to be the Ariel Mermaid dress, and the dress, I knew right away.
Oh, so upsetting. Some women were told their dresses would be shipped to them. Others were told to contact the store's bankruptcy lawyer. Now, this story getting a lot of reaction on our 10 News Facebook page. We are hearing from people who are brides, but also we're hearing from employees who lost their jobs suddenly. And some kind women like Julie here are offering up dresses as well as recommending other stores as an alternative.
Remember this scene right here? Several trees coming down during our most recent storm earlier this week. This one was on the 163.
All right, everybody, remember to do this. Drop, cover, and hang on. Hold on. And the reason for this is a great opportunity to reinforce this lesson during this morning's Great California Shakeout. This is video of a horse doing dressage. The World Cup athletic level competitors are amazing at what they do. I'm just going to prance over to you and let you know that tickets are available online. And if you don't like dressage or it's not your thing, the jumping competition starts next week. So you have that to look forward to.
Yeah.